Want your dog to live a longer life? Here are 6 science-backed tips. We asked scientists from the Dog Aging Project for practical tips to improve your dog's lifespan, from what to feed them to exactly how often they need a walk. Dog owners take their pets for a swim at a pet activity center in Shanghai. Exercise is a critical part of keeping your dog healthy for longer, but research shows that consistency is key. Dogs that are largely sedentary then do short bursts of excessive activity like an intense hike or long run on the weekends can experience a whole host of health issues. Justin Jean, National Geographic Image Collection. By Julia Reis Wexler. October 8, 2025. What if walking your dog every day could extend their life? What if playing games with them, brushing their teeth, or taking them to the park could give them a few more years? These are the questions scientists at the Dog Aging Project, a scientific endeavor investigating healthy aging in dogs, are racing to answer. While the researchers eventually hope to be able to extend a dog's lifespan using cutting-edge longevity drugs, they're uncovering plenty of simple, practical things you can do to help keep your pup spry in the meantime. Audrey Ruppel, a veterinary epidemiologist at Virginia Tech who was involved with the project, isn't surprised people are increasingly determined to help their dogs live as long as possible. In a relatively short period, society has moved away from chaining dogs in the backyard to co-sleeping with them, pushing them around in strollers, and hand-feeding them a home-cooked dinner. Do you call your dog your fur baby? It's not an obsession, it's science. As humans have become individually bonded to their dogs, we're thinking about their lifespan in the same way we think about our own, Ruppel says. While certain factors, such as genetics and environmental exposures, are out of our control, there are a handful of things we can do to help our dogs live longer. 1. Give them plenty of exercise, and be consistent. By and large, one of the most effective things you can do to help your pup live a long, healthy life is to exercise them regularly. Kate Creevy, a professor at Texas A&M College of Veterinary Medicine and researcher with the Dog Aging Project, says the body of evidence overwhelmingly shows that physical activity is linked to better cognitive health and fewer owner-reported medical diagnoses. That's because exercise lowers rates of obesity, which is linked to a higher risk of diseases like diabetes, osteoarthritis, urinary incontinence, and impaired respiratory function that can shorten a dog's life. As for how much activity your dog needs, the Association for Pet Obesity Prevention recommends at least 30 minutes of aerobic activity a day, but the amount largely depends on your buddy's breed and disposition. Sporting and herding breeds, like Heelers and Spaniels, need far more activity than, say, a French Bulldog or Maltese. Could Fido be our best? Could Fido be our best hope to reverse aging in humans? The key, no matter the breed, is to be consistent. Weekend warriors, dogs that are largely sedentary then do short bursts of excessive activity like an intense hike or long run on the weekends, can experience a whole host of health issues. Just like people, that kind of intermittent extreme activity is more likely to cause injuries, says Creevy. Dogs might be man's best friends, but dogs need friends too. Dog Aging Project researchers have further discovered that social connectedness can have a profound impact on a dog's well-being. Mark Stone, National Geographic Image Collection. Walking may be the most obvious solution, but you can also jog, hike, swim, enroll them in agility classes, or play fetch, frisbee, and tug-of-war. If you're time-crunched, hide treats in your home and encourage your dog to look for them or go on a quick 10-minute trot around the block. The best exercise is the one you and your dog will do, Creevy says. 2. Help your dog make friends. Dog Aging Project researchers have further discovered that social connectedness can have a profound impact on a dog's well-being. Dogs that had more human and animal friends, cats, birds, and rodents included, had fewer owner-reported medical diagnoses like osteoarthritis, allergies, and gastrointestinal diseases, a 2023 study found. These friendships stimulate dogs and keep them cognitively engaged, according to Creevy. Dogs are a social species, just like people, she says. Dogs and their owners really do look alike, here's why. The findings add to older research showing that dogs living in enriched environments, think, stimulating toys and lots of playtime, were mentally sharper later in life. Those researchers posited that enrichment promotes the generation of new neural pathways that keep a canine's brain healthy and adaptable, Creevy says.